Like if you found the video valuable. Navin's train home had already pulled away. The clock above the ticket counter read 12:47 a.m., and the rain outside blurred the glass like melted wax. The station was nearly deserted, except for a faint light at the far end of the platform. He had never noticed that side of the station before. The sign above it was so worn, the letters barely legible, Platform 0. Drawn by curiosity more than logic, Navin walked toward it. His footsteps echoed too loudly, as if the sound had nowhere else to go. The air here felt heavier, thicker, and colder than the rest of the station. Then came the hum, low, metallic, almost like the deep purr of an old engine. A train rolled in. No screech of brakes, no hiss of steam, no announcement. Just, arrival. Its carriages gleamed, though the design was unlike anything Navin had seen, old-fashioned, with narrow windows and polished brass fixtures. The doors slid open. Inside, rows of passengers sat perfectly still. They wore clothing from every imaginable decade. A man in a crisp 1920s suit and bowler hat, a woman in a bright 1970s sari, a teenager in a 1990s rock band hoodie. None of them blinked, none of them moved. At the far end of the carriage stood the conductor. He was tall, with skin the color of parchment and a cap pulled low over his eyes. His smile, however, was sharp enough to be noticed even in the dim light. Evening, the conductor said, voice smooth like oil. You've made it just in time. Navin hesitated at the doorway. Time for what? For your journey, of course. Everyone finds their way here eventually. Last stop, where you never have to leave. Navin glanced at the motionless passengers. Their eyes were strange, not empty exactly, but reflective, like mirrors catching dim light. I'm not sure tickets aren't necessary, the conductor interrupted. You've already been chosen. The words wrapped around Navin like a cold wind. Something about the way he said chosen made his skin prickle. The conductor extended a hand, inviting him in. Step aboard, Navin. Navin froze. How do you know my name? The conductor's smile widened. We've been expecting you. Behind him, the hum grew louder, like machinery powering up. The lights on the platform flickered, dimming with each pulse. A woman in the front row of the train slowly turned her head toward Navin. Her mirrored eyes locked on him, and her lips moved. The whisper was so faint, he almost thought he imagined it. Don't get on. Navin's heart hammered. Where does this train go? He asked. The conductor leaned closer. Beyond time, beyond choices. You'll never have to worry again. You'll never have to leave. Every instinct in Navin's body screamed run. But when he turned, the way back down the platform was gone, replaced by an endless, black tunnel stretching into nothing. The hum became a roar. The passengers' heads all turned toward him in perfect unison, their mirrored eyes glinting. The woman whispered again, louder this time, don't get on. The conductor's voice sliced through the noise. Last call, Navin. Navin looked at the open door, the dark tunnel behind him, and the strange, frozen passengers. Something in his gut told him that stepping onto that train meant giving up everything. He made his choice. Navin turned and ran, straight into the black tunnel. For a moment, it felt like falling through water, every sound muffled, every breath heavy. Then he stumbled onto the main concourse of the station. The rain was still falling outside. The clock still read 12:47 a.m. Platform 0 was gone. Navin left the station without looking back. But sometimes, late at night, he swears he can still hear that hum, and the whisper. We'll see you again.